So I didn't think I would have to make a video about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet this soon. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really think I would have to make an update video or a follow-up video this soon, even though it's literally been 1 day and the game has been out. It has been 1 day. It is launch day, and already, it is exactly as I predicted. This is Nintendo's version of Cyberpunk 2077 as a disastrous launch. Now, before I get on with this rant, I am going to clarify a few things. Number one, I did not buy the game, and I do not plan on getting the game anytime soon until there are major improvements to fixing the game, which, knowing Nintendo, I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon or at all this year. Number two, the footage that everyone has been showing online from Nintendo Life, from Zach from the Switch Force, from IGN, from Game Explain, it, it doesn't run well. It runs like a pile of dog crap. Let's be honest here. From the footage that everyone's been showing, from the performance that it's been shown to us, it doesn't run at all. I'm sorry, but this is the most pathetic, most disrespectful video game that I have ever seen in a Pokemon game today. And that I'm just I'm just baffled and I'm just upset. Like, how did they mess this up? I mean, I've said this before, but I'm going to say it again. If a game is not ready, don't put it out. And unfortunately, I feel like this game has been rushed out. It doesn't run very well on Switch. It does not perform well because there's been technical issues left and right, and it's just mind boggling how the basics of things just ruin people's experience. Even the first hour of the game, people are saying like there's like characters and Pokemon like popping out of view, and then they're popping back in, even though you're like 3 feet in front of them. Like like I just don't understand. Like if they needed more time, why did they not delay the game? If they needed more time, they should have delayed the game. This is a game that clearly needed more time in the oven, and a lot of people are saying that this game is a disgrace to the Pokemon franchise. Now, personally, like I said already, I haven't played the game. I've seen a lot of footage from what people have been saying and showing online, and I feel bad that people wasted $60 on this game because I'm gonna be honest. I was actually looking forward to this game realistically. Like, I wanted this game to do good. I want this game to be good. But the problem is, this game was rushed out the door, and people are just straight up not pleased with this game. Now, the Pokemon fans, I understand. They can be very stingy, but I think I might have to agree with them on this one. Like, the game doesn't run at all. It runs like I said already, a pile of dog crap. It's like I'm playing Fallout 76 if I'm going to be honest. Like the way that they were making this game run, the way that this game is performing, it feels like I'm watching somebody play Fallout 76 or Cyberpunk 2077. And that's not a very good sign if I'm going to compare those games. But for God's sakes, Cyberpunk 2077, even though that game was removed from the PlayStation digital stores, at least that game made a miraculous comeback. Almost there, though. It is still being fixed. Fallout 76 trash ass did not even get delisted from the PlayStation Store. Even though that game was still review bombed, I still think Fallout 76 runs better than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And that's really bad. Now, I will say this. People have been saying if you can get past and if you can toughen up and get past the first hour of the game, if you can get past the first hour of the game and toughen up, and you can try to ignore those issues, I mean, that's great because once you get past the first hour of the game, that's when you're really going to the open world nature of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And this is the first genuine open world game that people are excited for. Yeah, I mean the game does have issues, but at the end of the day, everyone got what they wanted. They got an open world Pokemon game that is honestly one of the best things that Game Freak has ever done. I could be wrong, but at least from what I remember, Game Freak does work on Pokemon games, and honestly, this is a game that should have, like I said already, it should have stayed in the development oven a little longer. I mean, we finally got an open world game. Let's stay on that scale, please. But the performance needs more time. I just don't understand. Like, I get it. This is the modern gaming trend, and they're intentionally releasing games unfinished. For God's sakes. I know I talk crap about Mario Strikers and Nintendo Switch Sports a lot, but I think I would rather play those two games rather than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And like I said, before, at least Nintendo Switch Sports and at least Mario Strikers Battle League had solid gameplay, and their gameplay performance is phenomenal. Even though they're still lacking on content, I still think I would rather play those games rather than Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Now, again, I want this game to do good. I wanted this game to be good, and I hope to God that this game gets patched up at some point before the end of this year, or at some point they work on fixing the game next year, because this was a game that was so ambitious and so hyped up only to be disappointed. And unfortunately, this looks like another franchise that I'm gonna have to avoid because of modern gaming. And that's a damn shame because I'm trying to get back into Pokemon. But if this is seriously the direction that we're going in, I think I'm just gonna yet again pass on yet another franchise because it's written and ruined by modern gaming. But honestly, at this point, dude, all I can really say is we're just gonna have to wait and on this one. We're just gonna have to wait for Game Freak to patch the game to be in a more acceptable state because at this point, dude, in 2022, this is unacceptable, and I feel bad for everybody looking forward to this game. So, with that being said, thank you guys all for listening, and until next time, I'm talking about the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet disastrous launch, and I'll see you all later.